Would you comment on how Felicity Fenner, a curator and lecturer at COFA, became aware of your artwork and included you in the group exhibition once removed?
I'm not really sure how she became aware of me, but my name's kind of been bandied about a fair bit in the last couple of years. And I was doing some work with the beach and surfing, and the theme of her show is water, so I was someone she looked at, basically.
How did Cant Chant come about? Where did you get your ideas?
I'd been thinking about commenting on the beach and using surfboards and the idea of surfing culture and its intrinsicness to the beach in Australia. So I had this idea for years and years that I wanted to put rainforest shield designs on surfboards, and that had been floating around in my head for years, like 6-7 years, and I never really thought I'd get around to doing anything anytime soon. But then the IMA in Brisbane offered me a show and basically said, "Do you have an idea that you want to do?" And I said, "As a matter of fact, I do." And it sort of grew from there, and grew into video and pretty extensive 3D and text installation. So.
In the journal Art in Australia, your work was described as being motivated by a profound sense of exclusion and invisibility as an Aboriginal Australian. Would you comment on this statement in relation to Cant Chant?
Yeah, I've always said that Aboriginal people have the status of being non-people, in that we're not fully appreciated as, well, not appreciated as being fully human, and that's an issue that I wanted to tackle in a lot of my work, but particularly the beach, and the beach being contested space territorially, and the Aboriginal relationship with the beach is one of exclusion, and there's a sense of invisibility within society anyway for Aboriginal people who live in a kind of urban existence outside of the romanticised naval savage and remote community existence of Aboriginal people, and this is transferred through art as well. So that's what I wanted to talk about.
Would you tell us who you involved in the making of Cant Chant and their significance to you and the artwork?
Cant Chant is made up of a series of clips strung together into one long video, the video itself, and so the performers in it are three of my cousins and an Aboriginal surfer called Dale Richards. He's a professional surfer, lives down the Coolangatta in Queensland, and so I just asked them, and I couldn't believe they all wanted to do it. I paid for their clothes though, and this is before I found out that those shorts they're wearing cost $90. But I had to suck all that up. But I hooked up with a director, Suzanne Howard, and a sound artist, David Thomas, and I just feel very lucky that I've managed to hook up with those two. But really, I had Dale to thank for being the surfer, because my cousins and I don't surf. We grew up in North Queensland and there is no surf up there, so. But it had to be a surf film, so yeah. And of course, we managed to hook up with. We managed to get permission to use Stomping Ground, which is a vital component of the video.
Many of your works incorporate text references, and some of them seem to be reworked pop culture references. Would you comment on the importance of the text references within Cant Chant?
Well, the pop culture ones would be like Hang Ten, which has connotations of hanging trees and strange fruit, and the other pop culture reference really is the text that just says "We grew here," and the title of that actual piece of text is called Cant Chant, in reference to it's becoming popular since the Cronulla riots in 2005, which is contentious, and people want to sort of zip it up and put it in a cupboard still. But You know, there were riots there this year, again, for Australia Day, and people still calling the same names. So, yeah, those. But you know, some of the text I use and the method of my working with text, you know, using design, it has to be readable and it has to have elements of familiarity about it. So, hence the universal font and the black on white text. So.
Okay, well, thank you for meeting with me today to discuss your work, and I'd like to wish you well with your exhibition in Venice.
You're welcome.
Thank you.